Hello, PBA LVC League Bowlers. I'm Neil Stremmel, your Director of Rules and Equipment for the PBA, and today I am joined by Carolyn Dorin-Ballard from Turbo. Carolyn, thank you for coming and talking with us today.
Absolutely, love doing this stuff.
We've known each other quite a long time. I remember, Team USA, the women's Team USA team won gold in Hong Kong. It was a great comeback. I was there to watch it. You were there to throw a lot of strikes. You guys came back, you threw 197 in a row. It was like 18 or 19 in a row and just plowed through the competition. At that point, it was a little sketchy, and then next thing you know, it was done and it was over with, and you guys won the gold. It was a fantastic tournament, great to watch. I know. It was
big. I believe it was 24 years or so, something like 24 years since the women had won a gold medal in the team. And we were down, I think, going into the fifth frame, Singapore. We were bowling Team Singapore. Yep. And I don't know if we just were like, we're not going to lose. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it just was amazing. And there's nothing better than bowling for your country. And to make it even better, there's nothing better than bowling with people who are your actual friends. You compete in singles all the time against these people, and then to bowl with them on a team and win, it's extra special. It was great. It was a great trip.
Yeah, no, I'd forgotten. You're right. I think we had the silver like 3 times in a row, or 3 out of the last 4 times. And we're down, and it's like, oh, we're gonna end up with a silver again. But you got, like you said, you guys are like, all right, no. Flip the switch, let's go. And
I'm telling you, that inner drive, see, that's what everybody thinks is. It's not all about just throwing balls. It's like you got to dig deep. So, yeah.
So that was fantastic from my standpoint, watching. And I just can't imagine being up there when you guys did that. That was great to see, and a lot of fun. Anyways, from a Turbo standpoint, the league bowlers out there are used to me saying, go to your local pro shop, check on balls, work with them to pick a ball to get in your line, build your arsenal, et cetera, et cetera. But that's true for Turbo products as well. So I know you are working with the pro shops. Can you tell me more about that? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I think sometimes the pro shop gets a bad rap because I think people are afraid to go in, ask questions, and they may not seem comfortable. And one thing Turbo's done is we've developed a partnership with the pro shops. We're not treating them just as a business. We are treating them as a partner. Yes, we want them selling our products, but one thing we have to do is make sure our products meet the standards of what the people want and make sure that we set a good example for future people in the industry. So we've developed this partnership through our Extreme Dealer program, and it gives them a lot of benefits for being a Turbo partner. But one of the things we truly work with the pro shops on as well is teaching people how to prepare for the league season or tournament season. People don't think about that a lot because you kind of get into the season and you're not paying attention to your grips wearing out or your ball needs to be cleaned or things like that. We really teach the performance side of it as well. Go in and get your grip checked before you start the league season. All of our bodies change, especially the youth bowlers as they're, getting taller, getting bigger. As we get a little older, your flexibility changes just a little bit. So every year before you start, you should go into your pro shop, have your grip checked to make sure that you're not doing anything that you can injure yourself throughout the year. Number 2, ask the pro shop to take a look at your equipment. Does it need to be cleaned? Because once you clean your bowling balls, you're going to be amazed at the performance you see out of those bowling balls. I know we'd like to take credit that we definitely are the ones that always throw the strikes, but we need to take care of our equipment. We spend a lot of money on it, and one of the things we do is we try to teach them with strike wipes. Clean those bowling balls. With one strike wipe, you can clean 3 bowling balls, and you'll hear that squeaky feeling on the bowling ball, which is telling you you've gotten that surface oil off the ball. It's going to be better performance when you get back on the lanes. So these are just some of the things that we try to really teach people when they walk into the pro shop. There's a lot more to ask about than just buying a new bowling ball.
True, and a lot of times, I'm working with the pros and we're talking to the league bowlers, and Yeah, that's what we're talking about, building the arsenal, buying a new ball, where does it fit, things like that. But yeah, you don't necessarily have to buy all new equipment, especially at the beginning of the year. Like you said, that grip probably hasn't been changed for a year. Over the summer, heat and humidity will affect it. It's been sitting in the trunk of your car or in your garage or your basement, wherever, a different environment typically. It's time to change those grips. And then, yeah, I like your strike white discussion where, at the start of the season, let's get that back to square one. Or tournament season is coming up, maybe it's the first of the year, start bowling a lot of tournaments then. And that is the time to get it back to square one. So you can move forward from there and know what your equipment's going to do.
One of the other great things, and I know I participate in a lot of them, but we have store matchmakers where you can go and try bowling balls prior to you purchasing them. I encourage all league bowlers, tournament bowlers, league bowlers, it doesn't matter what you do. Seek out a matchmaker or any other demos in your area, because I think there's nothing better than working with the pro shop, because the pro shop is the one that's bringing that matchmaker into your bowling center. Your pro shop operator is there. They can watch you throw the bowling ball, see actually how you throw it, what's your rev rate, what do you like to see, what don't you like to see. Now you can really fit these bowling balls in to your arsenal to build the best and strongest arsenal for you as the season moves forward. Not only that, it's a great time. They fit you with interchangeable fingers and a thumb, and you can now get the feel of that thumb now will match going into every bowling ball you throw and give you the idea of that same feel from bowling ball to bowling ball. So I encourage that. I love try before you buy. We run a bunch of them, and the most asked question when people are there participating is, I didn't know the bowling ball could feel like that. Because again, they might be using old grips in their bowling ball, or their thumb, right? They haven't changed their tape in 6 months, and I'm a big tape changer. Like I change the top piece every time before I bowl. But it's amazing the little tips they learn while working with some of the pros that are there on hand. Some of the regional pros are there on hand, as well as the pro shop. It's a perfect opportunity to learn a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's an excellent example. You get to try the different bowling balls, but you're also going to get to try that fit and feel.
Yes.
And you're going to realize as you try the different bowling balls, wow, I like that. And if all of my balls, maybe I only have 2 or 3, but if you switch from one to the other and it feels the same and it feels good, that's one less thing to worry about.
Absolutely. Yeah. Try to make it as simple as possible. I think sometimes as bowlers we try to overanalyze and try to figure out every intricate detail. I think we get in our own way. So the more simple we can make it, I think the better off you are, and it gives you more opportunity to just kind of be at ease and do your thing.
Yeah, simpler allows you to focus. And you can focus on what you need to focus on as opposed to something else that could be forgotten about.
Exactly.
All right. One other thing I wanted to ask about Turbo. I know on your online, it's turbotech.com?
Turbogrips.com.
Turbogrips.com.
And you can get to TurboTech from there. So,
So I know, so there's tips on there. There's TurboTech information on there. Can you tell me more about that too?
Yeah, so another thing that we're trying to do is we have Andrew Anderson, who's PBA champion. He is
MVP
the main MVP of the league. Yes. And he is our main coach at TurboTech. We have 2 lanes, 2 different surfaces, the lane machine, Specto, you name it, we have it. And he does lessons up there, but the other great thing him and Mike have been doing is providing tips. So you'll find that on their YouTube channel and also on the Turbo channel, turbogrips.com again. You can click on TurboTech, and we've got little tidbits on there about learning how to put tape in your bowling ball, or using protection tape, or how to clean the bowling ball and listen to that squeaking feeling and you're ready to go. Or what about getting your ball started when it should, 4 steps, you kind of want to get your ball started on the first step, 5 on the second, how to get a loose swing, you name it. We've got these little tidbits on there just to help you increase your average or get to the next level.
Excellent. The league bowlers out there, I know the questions I get, that's what they're looking to do. They're looking to get little bits of information that can help them move forward, even if it's just a little bit. And, so it sounds like there's some quick, easy things to look at and think about. They're good tips. So check that out. As I've said many times, always work with your local pro shop. Just because it's called a pro shop and you average maybe 150, that doesn't mean it's not your pro shop.
That's right.
It's our sport and it's your pro shop. So head in there, talk to them, get their information, find out more about Turbo, and that will help you improve your game and hope that you continue to support our sport. Thank you very much.